Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Magic News with Magic Ridge. I'm your host, Ridge. It's nice to meet you. Today is May 31st, and we are finishing up today's previews / spoilers, and I'm going to get into about 5 cards that I never spoiled. It wasn't like it just came out of nowhere. I think they're only the older border cards, which I now have learned they're retro frame cards. So let's start. So first up, we've got Talisman of Creativity. Now, I don't know if it's in the actual 303 or if it's just got the retro frame, but it's in the set nonetheless. 2 mana of any color, 2 CC artifact. You could tap it to add a colorless mana to your mana pool. You can tap it to add blue or red mana to your mana pool, and it deals 1 damage to you. Next up, we have Talisman of Curiosity in the retro frame. Once again, 2 mana of any color, 2 CC artifact. You could tap it to add a colorless mana to your mana pool. You could tap it to add green or blue mana to your mana pool. Talisman of Curiosity deals 1 damage to you. Next up, we have another talisman. We have Talisman of Conviction. It has also got the retro frame. Costs 2 mana of any color, 2 CC artifact. You could tap it to add colorless mana to your mana pool. You could tap it to add red or white mana to your mana pool. And Talisman of Conviction deals 1 damage to you. Next up, we have Talisman of Hierarchy. For 2 mana of any color, 2 CC, it is an artifact that you can tap to add colorless mana to your mana pool. You can tap it to add white or black mana to your mana pool. Talisman of Hierarchy deals 1 damage to you. Next up and last talisman, we have Talisman of Resilience. For 2 mana of any color, 2 CC artifact. You can tap it to add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool, or you can tap it to add black or green mana to your mana pool, and Talisman of Resilience deals 1 damage to you. Like I said, I don't know if it's in the actual set, but it is definitely sort of in the set, and the fact that they have reprinted it at the retro frames, which I have been calling the old school borders. Well, I guess it's called retro frames. So, next up, we have Yavimaya Elder. For 1 mana of any color and forest, 3 CC, we have a creature type human druid. It is a 2/1. When Yavimaya Elder dies, you may search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. You can also pay 2 mana to sacrifice Yavimaya Elder to draw a card. Very nice. It's a reprint, if I am correct. Next up, we've got Arcbound Javelineer. For 1 white mana, 1 CC, we have an artifact creature soldier. It is a 0/1. You may tap it to remove X, 1/1/1 counters from Arcbound Javelineer. It deals X damage to target attacking or blocking creature, and it has modular 1. So this creature enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. When it dies, you may put its +1/+1 counters on target artifact creature. Pretty cool indeed. Next up, we've got Ren's Run Hydra. It costs X mana of any color and a forest. So unknown CC, it is a creature type Hydra. It is a 0/0 with reach. Ren's Run Hydra enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it, and it has Reinforce X. Its Reinforce X cost is X mana of any color and forest, so 2 green mana and then X. Discard this card, put X +1/+1 counters on target creature. Alrighty then, next up we have Radiant Aperture. For 4 mana of any color and a swamp, 5 CC, we have a creature type Vampire Wizard. It is a 5/5 with Converge. When Radiant Aperture enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast the spell. Okay, very nice. Next up, we have Specimen Collector. For 4 mana of any color and then 1 blue mana, so 5 CC, we have a creature type Vidalcan Wizard. It is a 2/1. When Specimen Collector enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token and a 0/3 blue crab creature token. When Specimen Collector dies, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. That's pretty nifty. Next up, we've got Slag Strider for 5 mana of any color, and then Mountain. So we have a 7cc creature elemental that is a 3/3, has affinity for artifacts, so it costs 1 generic less to cast for each artifact you control. You can pay 1 colorless mana and sacrifice an artifact. Slag Strider deals 1 damage to any target. Great. I'm just kidding. Next up, we've got Rakdos Headliner for 1 black mana and a red mana. So 2cc, we have a creature type Devil. It is a 3/3 with haste. It also has Echo for discard a card. So at the beginning of your upkeep, if this came under your control since the beginning of your last upkeep, sacrifice it unless you pay its Echo cost. Okay, once again, we are going to actually get at least 2 or 3 decent cards in this little spoiler set, so I'm just going to warn you now, the hype's going to come, the hype's coming. Next up, we have Captain Ripley Vents for 2 mana of any color in a Mountain 3cc. We have a legendary creature human pirate. It is a 3/2. Whenever you cast your 3rd spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Captain Ripley Vance. Then it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Red, 3rd spell each turn. It's gonna be rough to do. It's gonna be rough. I'm not saying it's impossible. Are you gonna do this 3 times in a row? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Highly doubt it. Next up, we've got Caprichrome. Costs 3 mana of any color and a Plains 4cc. It is a 2/2. It is a artifact creature goat from the looks of it. It's got Flash, Vigilance, and Devour Artifact 1. Okay, goat, huh? I guess I can see the goatness in there. All right, so here are the 2 spoilers that came out last minute here around 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern time. And I'm hyped. I like them. I like them a lot. This first one, I mean, it can go either way. It's definitely hyped, though. So next up, we have Seoul Talisman, okay? So it is a artifact that has no casting costs, but it does have Suspend 3 for 1 colorless mana, and you can tap it to add 2 colorless mana. So it's basically a Soul Ring and a... what's that other one there that nobody plays with? It's almost like that Mox Tantalite that has Suspend or whatever, and nobody uses. It's kind of like that. It's like Soul Ring and Mox Tantalite had a baby, and they have made Seoul Talisman. I like it, though. I like it. There's ways to get around the Suspend 3 with these cards, because it has 0 mana value, so you'll be able to just play these through various different workarounds. The artwork is lit. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. I like it a lot. Okay, see? The hype came. Here's the hype. Next up, also hype for this one. Glad to see it reprinted. We have Prismatic Vista. At least I hope so, because it's got the old symbol on it, so hopefully this isn't one of those site things that's... I didn't look on other sites to make sure it was spoiled. But anyway, we have Prismatic Vista. It is a land. You may tap it and pay 1 life. Sacrifice Prismatic Vista, search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, and then shuffle. That's right, it doesn't come into tapped. Just enters the battlefield. I'm excited because I'm planning on adding Crucible Worlds to Avacyn, along with some fetch lands, cards like Prismatic Vista, a couple more sack to destroy land type stuff. I can't think of them right now. One's going to be, what's that? What is it? I can't remember. But there's 2 more lands I'm going to add that, once again, you sack. Oh, Dust Bowl. So you're going to sack them to destroy another land of an opponent's. And then hopefully I'll have Crucible Worlds, be able to, get them back, play them for the mana, and or destroy more lands, etc. So yeah, Prismatic Vista. It'll be nice to get a reprint on this. Get a chance to get my hands on a copy, hopefully. And last spoiler of the evening, we have Hunting Pack for 5 mana of any color and Forest. So 7cc, we have an instant speed. Create a 4/4 green beast creature token, and this card has Storm. It's a little optimistic. So yeah, other than that, so we are, with that out there, we are at 227 cards spoiled or previewed out of 303. That means we have a remaining 76 cards that have yet to be spoiled. So there's still hope for this to be the most amazing set of the year. So far, I believe it's probably tied with the, I can't think right now. It's probably tied with the best set that came out already. The Time Spell Remastered, the one that I paid $250 for, and the box was worth like $600 to $700. It was absolutely amazing. So yeah, I think the hype's right around that level. It's going to be an amazing set, nonetheless. But we still have plenty of chances to get absolutely amazing cards. So we could, who knows what's coming. Anything's possible. If you're interested in Commander gameplay, go ahead and check out me and my friends play at Commander Wars EDH. We're on like episode 18 or something like that coming up this Friday. Other than that, if you'd like to, you should subscribe. I've got my 4th massive giveaway coming up with the release of Modern Horizons 2. So I wouldn't want to miss that unless you're not interested in free booster packs delivered directly to your door for free. Forget about it. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you tomorrow.